Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a game review of Rogue Warrior, an action first-person stealth kind of game. The developer is Rebellion, the publisher is Bethesda Softworks. It came out in 2009, it's got mixed reviews and it's currently for about £4 on Steam. It's got single player and multiplayer, Steam achievements. It's for Windows XP up to Vista, and I played it on Windows 10, and then there was an issue. I'll explain that in a minute. Rogue Warrior is a character-driven first-person shooter featuring Richard Demo Dick McKinko's explosive personality in an action-packed single-player campaign and intense multiplayer combat. Playing as Richard Demo Dick Markinki, you go behind the Iron Curtain to disrupt a suspected North Korean ballistic missile program. Soon into the mission, you uncover a conspiracy that could turn the tides of the Cold War in the communists' favour. You must then take the mission into your own hands as you enter into the bowels of the USSR to destroy a technology that could change the balance of geopolitical power, leaving a trail of destruction in your wake. Well, it sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Well, it's not familiar because there's obviously the North Korea and Russia, so it's modern day war routine sort of thing. Now, the game itself is not that bad. It's pretty good. I didn't die until I think 3/4 through the game, and then I realised I died. And I was like, oh, it's the first time I was recording all the way through it, because I have a full playlist and I've linked it in this video. The one thing that annoyed the hell out of me was every single time this guy spoke, there was an F in this and an F in that and an F in this and an F in that. If you don't know what F in is, it ends with UCKING. We all swear, but come on, every sentence. And it was just, at the beginning I was like, oh, this is not too bad. But then it was literally all the time. And it's not like the cutscenes. This is when he's just walking around and you're doing stuff. He just yells these things out. I never did this close quarter stuff where you can actually take somebody out with, close thing. I just use bullets and that's it. I don't bother with that stealthy crap. Now there is an issue with the game, and I had this kind of jerky movement every time I moved. It was like a bit of a screen shake sort of thing, like a screen tear. And I couldn't think what it was, because according to my stats, when I looked at the spec, I had more than enough to compete with it. So it's not like my computer was completely underpowered. But I was speaking to somebody and they mentioned about changing your graphics settings, but not in the way that you would normally do it. It's a bit more in depth. I think I mentioned it in the video, I can't remember. But you sort of go in and you change things in the adaptive settings. In fact, it's written in one of my playlists, and I can't remember what it was. But apparently that would help. But I was a bit I found that out after I played it. Maybe if you find that out before, it might be quite smooth if you really want to play it. So the graphics, it came out in 2009, so the graphics aren't going to be sort of, wow, what the hell's this sort of thing. You're going to get graphics that are a bit more, dated, I suppose people would say. But, in all fairness, what do you expect? There's loads of weapons dotted about all over the place. There are times when you feel like you just lost the will. And shooting the enemy and stuff, there's times where you can just shoot them sort of by, like a couple of bullets to the head or something. So they're not all invincible AI, as it were. And they're also not predictable. So if you die and you come back at the exact same spot, they don't appear at the exact same part. So you play some games and they reappear at the same place and you just think, I'll just wait here until you appear and then I'll shoot you all. It's like I was waiting there and then they turned up behind me. I was like, nuts. Which I think is kind of cool, So the game is not bad. Like I say, the premise is you're going off to sort this out in the North Korea, and you end up in Russia, and you end up all over the place doing various things. But that constant swearing just drove me mad. I couldn't even compete with it. It was depressing. But it was constant. Every line that this guy said, even when he's shooting, and it's just like, oh, come on. Maybe a cutscene, but not now. So yeah. It's up to you if you want to go for it. I mean, hence the reason why it has mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people didn't. I played it. I played it till the end, but it's not something I'm jumping for joy for. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this game review of Rogue Warrior. And like I say, I have linked the full playlist into this video if you want to watch it. It is quite short. Actually, it's not that short. It's just that it took about I did 5 episodes or something. So it's about a couple of hours long. I've got other games in my channel if you want to watch anything that's first person. Obviously, I've got Battlefield. I've got plenty of that. My God. But I've got other things, other kind of shooting games that are playlists and things like that. So you can go and have a look at those if you want to. I've got other reviews, obviously, which I have linked into this video. There's over 100 now, I think, and they're all sorts. I mean, you go in there and you'll see literally anything, and you'll see my happiness values. Okay, yeah. So maybe you've played this game. Write in the comments box below. If so, can you let me know if you liked it or didn't like it, or what you did like about it, if you did really like it, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and goodbye.